Week 12 is here. Let's do this. As you know, our Q&A show rankings for 2 hours ahead of kickoff. It's time. We're getting very, very close to fantasy football playoffs, and we're going to help you all get there and achieve, your only mission in life is to win some fake football leagues. Hayden, a lot of news here. Let's kick things off with something that just hit the wire. Josh Jacobs out. We had been in this position previously with Josh Jacobs missing a week of practice and playing. This one is different. How are you expecting this Packers backfield to unfold?
Well, unfortunately, Josh Jacobs is going to be out, but they're playing on Thursday, so I think that's why he's going to be missing this game. It's just a knee contusion, and he was getting some limited practice, so I think it's just going to be a 1-week absence for Josh Jacobs. Luckily for us, it is extremely easy to project this one out. Emmanuel Wilson is just like in the Josh Jacobs role. Like it's literally just as simple as that. So I got Emmanuel Wilson as my running back 11. It's not the cleanest matchup against the Minnesota Vikings. Like really like their defensive line now that they're actually fully healthy. But he's just not going to come off the field very often. So I'm like pricing him as like a mini bell cow on like a slightly above average offense. This week, they're only projected for 23.5 points. But Josh Jacobs has been the RB5 overall over the last 365 days. So I'm knocking it down from there. But this one's pretty clean.
Marty in the pick'em lobby, 68.5 rushing yards here for Emmanuel Wilson is the higher or lower. I might be taking the higher on that one for this very reason. I'll pull up your defensive injury tweet. I mean, we're going to be missing a whole bunch of players here for the Chicago Bears. I don't even think it's listed here, is it? Oh, no, I'm thinking of a different game. My bad.
We'll get to that other game in a second, though.
We'll get to that other game here in a second. But here against the Vikings, that's who I'm thinking of. They're without Jonathan Grenard, one of their best edge rushers, and Dallas Turner, who has been very up and down this season, will be filling in for them. So he's one of their best edge presences here. And yeah, Emmanuel Wilson isn't an all-star talent here, but Brooks, the other back, is more of a fullback hybrid type player. Correct. So I would expect if the Packers are up like the books are expecting, I would expect Emmanuel Wilson to hover around 16, 17, 18 touches in this game.
Yeah. Yep. Automatic.
Okay. Next, let's go to the split backfield zone. So Ramondre Stevenson, after missing multiple games with a turf toe injury since late October, is back in this one. Since then, we have seen TreVeyon Henderson have 2 fantasy performances that have been better than any singular Ramondre Stevenson fantasy performance. What do you expect on the first series and for all series for this TreVeyon Henderson and Ramondre Stevenson split backfield?
Yeah, this one's pretty difficult because obviously when Jennings and Stevenson were out there, TreVeyon Henderson was like a less than 35% player. Now he's had the 2 biggest games in this backfield in a very long time. So I'm expecting it to be a lot better than that. I'm kind of going with the middle ground here where TreVeyon's going to probably play about half the snaps, get to the edge plenty. And then I'm just not sold if he's going to be the goal line back or not. Now, there's going to be a lot of goal line opportunities here on paper. Their second projected points against the Bengals. The Bengals have allowed 30 half PPR points to running backs per game this year. It's one of the highest in the league. So I got TreVeyon Henderson as my running back 15. I might move him up a couple spots with some injuries that we'll get to. He's a must play for sure. And then there's a lot more ceiling than the classic running back 15. And then I got Ramondre Stevenson as a flex play himself. He's my running back 29. So hopefully we get some questions about Ramondre Stevenson in some flex. He's at 52.5 total yards in the pick'em lobby. And I think that there's a chance he can end up in the end zone here too.
I would be stunned if Ramondre Stevenson takes the first carry here this week because he's been out for multiple weeks. And in that absence, TreVeyon Henderson has played exceedingly well. Now, what has been the issue here for the Patriots all season long is anything between the tackles. And that goes for Ramondre Stevenson. That goes for Antonio Gibson. That goes for TreVeyon Henderson. You should be able to do that against the Cincinnati Bengals. So even the weakness of this team this week should be a strength of the team, with TreVeyon Henderson potentially being the one that, has the big plays, because we know that the Bengals cannot tackle once you get to the second and third level, among the worst at it. So if we get Henderson already being explosive on edge runs and then also potentially explosive on interior runs, he is a must start for me this week.
Yeah, he definitely must start. I think that Ramondre, you can do worse than throwing him into the flex this week. I'll leave it at that.
Okay. Next, Aaron Rodgers out. Does this change anything about the dynamics of the Pittsburgh Steelers assets for you?
It does. But I think mostly the ground game is such a good spot here that it just makes me even like more confident about Jalen Warren and I guess Kenny Gainwell. But the big news here, aside from the Rodgers injury, is the Bears' top three linebackers, like literally running or linebacker 1, 2, and 3, are all out. So they're calling guys up from the practice squad to like start, and that's extra important because Arthur Smith has 3 tight ends, and they can get into these crazy heavy personnel groupings where literally all 3 of the backup linebackers will all have to be on the football field all at once. So I think this is going to be one of like the most chaotic game plans we'll see of the season. It will like look Army Navy-esque. We'll have a bunch of weirdness going on here. I think there's a chance that the tight ends could have a good game. But really, Jalen Warren is in a perfect spot. I think that Kenny Gainwell is going to get enough touches to kind of mix in as well. But Warren was a full participant with his ankle injury on Friday and completely left off the injury report. So I have him as a top 24 running back. The projection looks really clean. And Mason Rudolph at least has played a bunch of football, and we are going to have like an injured version of Aaron Rodgers. So like, don't want to make too big of a deal about the quarterback stuff. I think it's going to guarantee that the ground game is going to be the featured element of the game plan.
Totally. And I will add, cornerbacks have to tackle too. And the Bears, while these guys got in practices with Kyler Gordon and Jalen Johnson, they will not be activated for this week.
Yep. It's bad.
It's a big deal. Like it could have been one of those defenses that when these guys come back, we have to readjust all of the season long stats. And that is just not the case. And in fact, it's probably worse than it has been here for the Bears defense.
Yep.
Okay. I forgot the other split backfield. Ken Walker had a glute listing all week long in practice, but that's also on the heels of Mike McDonald, whether you want to believe him or not, saying that, hey, Ken Walker could potentially be earning more touches here. Yeah. Very evident last week against the Los Angeles Rams, who the best running back is in the Seattle Seahawks backfield. He doubled up everything that Zach Charbonnet and George Harlani combined for. So what are you expecting this week for Seattle, who, go from playing the Rams to now literally the worst team in the NFL in the Tennessee Titans, and they're projected to win by 12.5 points?
Yeah, pretty fitting. Kenneth Walker has a glute injury because he's been a pain in our ass like the entire year. I'm expecting like no really changes for this. He's always dealing with some soft tissue injury. I have him in the RB2 tier. On paper, it's a great matchup because they're projected for 27 points. Beneath the surface, though, Gray Zabel's dealing with an injury. Their interior offensive line's already been a mess. And you have Jeffrey Simmons up the middle here. So he's going to have to get to the perimeter or just kind of convert some goal line opportunities. They are projected for 27 points, though. So I got Kenneth Walker as my running back 19, not making too many adjustments, but also just want to mention for like comparing to my wide receiver rankings, even someone like Zach Charbonnet, I do think like makes sense in some flexes. Like they're projected for enough points here where if there is like a setback with Kenneth Walker, then I do think that Charbonnet is also a good mention for flex plays rather than like the Kayshon Bouttys and like the other like wide receiver 3-4 options that we have.
I'm sure we'll get a ton of Ken Walker questions, so I'll save my opinion until we get to some of those. All right, Chris Godwin is back. He has played in one game so far this season, and when he played in that one, he actually was running full-time routes, it felt like, and getting many of the same targets as he was in previous seasons. His hands were just a lot weaker, a lot weaker, and he had some drops. We've also gotten this, as Jeremy Fowler says, that he will, quote, likely be on something of a pitch count. So basically, you cannot play Chris Godwin.
He's my wide receiver 48, Tez Johnson, wide receiver 52, and then I had moved Kate Otten down as well. So it's Emeka or bust right now. And then Sean Tucker, we got a report just while we're on the Bucks from Diana Rossini saying he's going to get the heavy dose of carries here. I got Sean Tucker ranked ahead of Rachaad White. He's got plenty of upside. The hard part is it's just we're playing the Rams this week. This is not like the run funnel Bills defense. Now we're against the pass funnel Rams defense. So Sean Tucker is like a must play, especially in flex leagues, as my running back 26, some upside there. And then we're expecting Bucky Irving to return next week.
Okay. That's our 10 minutes of news to open the show. We typically don't skip the line, but we also typically don't get a $100 donation. So this is from
Ooh-wee.
Marcus Luce. Wow, Marcus.
Let's get it right.
I mean, just the most handsome guy. He looks like Rafael Nadal a little bit.
Yeah.
You know?
I can see that.
Twist your head a little bit. You can
flow.
see it.
Yeah, the flow too.
Or Joey from The Bachelor. Either one of those.
Okay.
Okay. Love the content. Great material. Drake injury casting a little doubt on my late season surge. Drake London injury. I was thinking of Drake May. Who knew Drake was a somewhat common first name? All right.
Yeah.
I could use some help with tight end and flex this week. 14 team. Lots of friends Marcus has. Full PPR. Currently starting Loveland and Burden. Would you swap either for Spears and or Mason Taylor?
I have Mason Taylor ranked ahead of Colson Loveland in my tight end rankings, and Spears is in such a terrible spot against the Seahawks that I would go with Burden over Spears still, even though like Burden's still kind of mediocre. The Mason Taylor stuff, you go to you bench Justin Fields to have Tyrod Taylor out there so you can evaluate the young players. Like name the young players on the Jets. Like the first guy that you would name would be to evaluate Mason Taylor. So I'm guessing he's going to be a big part of the game plan. They're expected to lose by a lot here. So Mason Taylor in like a full PPR kind of scam him up leagues, I do think you can do worse. And I like John Mechie like to the bottom of my wide receiver rankings, but it's going to be a different game plan than what they were doing with Fields. So Mason Taylor, you could do worse.
I actually took earlier an Adonai Mitchell higher 31.5 receiving yards.
Are they paying you to do that?
Now it's at 34.5.
Okay.
I mean, the market's moving with me, Hayden.
I wish you the best.
I mean, all he has to do is just catch a couple passes. That's it.
Exactly. My point.
Okay. On the tight end and specifically Colston Loveland train here, this is from PJM. By the way, the first question got in at 10:13 a.m. So on the East Coast, just know that that's what we're working back from if you're waiting for your question. PJM, full PPR, Colston Loveland or Britton Strange. So Loveland and just the Bears entirely played a bunch of 2 and 3 tight end sets last week. That eliminated a lot of 3 wide receiver sets and even forced them into singular wide receiver sets or no running backs at the same time. Anyways, Britton Strange was not part of the news. I had to hold myself from not doing that, prohibit myself. To me, it's not a surprise that the Jaguars went on a bit of a losing streak without Britton Strange out there. He is a pivotal part of this team. And, you know, with the Parker Washington and Jacoby Myers at wide receiver, I wouldn't be surprised. We've seen some games where Britton Strange leads this team in receiving. I think he immediately comes back and is a focal point for them.
Yeah, Brian Thomas officially out. Yeah, Brendan Strange was like limited in practice the entire week, so I'm hoping that he's not fully ready for like getting out there like a little bit too early. He's more of a tight end 2 upside play. That's kind of where he's been on average. I do think that he has plenty of upside. So he's my tight end 14. I have like Jawan Johnson, Mason Taylor, Theo Johnson, and then it goes Brenton Strange. And then you get into like the Colston Loveland, AJ Barner tier. So that's where I'm kind of middle grounding this one. It's a good matchup. They're projected for 25 points. The Cardinals have a bunch of injuries on defense themselves. I would go Strange over Loveland. I wish I could say Loveland, but he's still like just in a committee.
Yep. With Strange, if you're missing Sam Laporta for the rest of the season, I think he's an ideal pickup because I'm sure a lot of people in your league dropped him. Quote the Raven, pick 3 from my previous question. I don't know if I can see your previous question. Hopefully. Oh, here it comes. There it is. Need the most upside, Fannin or Loveland, then pick from whatever tight end you don't pick. Sharbs, Rome, Jalen Warren, Emmanuel Wilson, Aaron Jones. Thanks, guys. Okay, so
I'm not playing Fannin.
Yeah.
There's just no way. There's just no
way. If we can not tinfoil, just ball this stuff a little bit. One reason why the Fannin stuff was working was because it was a lot of quick screens and a lot of quick passes. That is Dylan Gabriel, right? Shedeur Sanders wants to hold on to the football and elongate plays quite a bit. So I'm just not so sure that we can even plug and play the Fannin stuff from earlier this season into this Browns unit right now.
Yeah, and they don't want Shedeur out there. So I think it's going to be a very run-heavy game plan for as long as they could allow it. So I would just go Colston Loveland. Their team's projected for a lot of points. Hopefully it balls out.
Okay. So then it's Fannin, Sharbs, Rome, Jalen Warren, Emmanuel Wilson. Okay, so 3 of these. So it's Emmanuel Wilson, Jalen Warren,
and Aaron Jones.
And Aaron Jones.
Boom.
Yep.
There
you go. Big Zeke, 53. half PPR, pick one running back, one flex. Mooney, Burden, Sharbs, Gainwell, Corum, or I can pick up Michael Carter or Downs DK. On the Jalen Warren stuff, are you at all concerned about the Kenny Gainwell usage from last week?
I mean, a little bit, but they're just going to run the ball so many times that they should be effective with it. I mean, the Bears defensive tackles are terrible, and now they don't have any of their linebackers, and their corners are bad. It's like I just named all the positions on the football field, so I feel good about that. Charbonnet and Gainwell's close. I think I'd put both of them in there.
Okay, so that's your one running back and one flex. You don't want to go with wide receiver one Darnell Mooney here.
Darnell Mooney is my wide receiver, I think 28 or so right now, just for pick'em lobby stuff, because I like comparing the yardage totals. Darnell Mooney is at 47.5 receiving yards, and then like Charbonnet is at 50 total yards. So like yardage wise is about the same. I would say Charbonnet is more likely to score a touchdown. You get the PPR stuff for Mooney's direction. So it's really close. If you want to go with Mooney instead of one of the backs, but I think it's between Mooney, Charbonnet, and Gainwell.
Juan Yamoto, half PPR flex, Tootin, Dortch, Parker Washington, Algier, or Slayton. Yep, we could have done some Jaguars running back news at the top, but they both finished with no injury designation. Tootin was on the injury list with an ankle issue all week that he exited, but then also said if it was closer, I probably could have played. And then Travis Etienne was in a non-contact jersey all week long with a shoulder. Again, I don't think people realize that Bashal Tootin played a lot in the first half last week. Like it was basically 50-50 last week. Who we'll see if that continues. But it was not, oh, they're leading by a lot in the fourth quarter stuff. It was when they're trying to take the lead stuff.
Yeah, I would play Tootin here to see what the hell happens. You know, the other guys are not very good. Too. Yeah, I think I moved Parker Washington up with the Brian Thomas news. I think that he's in play. We're talking about multiple injuries in the secondary, waiting for the Cardinals' final report to come out. And then Darius Slayton, I'll also throw him out. I moved Darius Slayton back up there. You know, like they're expected to lose by 2 touchdowns. You're in a dome. You got Jameis Winston. Like a lot of man coverage. The other guys can't beat man coverage. Not that Slayton's like some killer against it, but like, I mean, wide receivers get the ball against man coverage. Like that's just how the league rolls.
What is Jameis's interception total for today?
Yeah.
I mean, because last week's 5 that he threw only, oh my gosh, it's at 1.5 interceptions thrown.
Wow. You never see that. I mean, that's like literally the 30-30 season. Like we're projecting the 30-30 season.
It's at 1.5 interceptions thrown.
And you got the higher, and you're eyeing the higher. That's insane.
I mean, possibly. He literally could have had 5 last week.
No, he could do it, but I mean, that is.
Yeah. I might take the higher and just have some fun. Because they're going to be throwing in the entire second half. I mean, they're projected to lose by 13.5 points.
Right. And I always say this, interceptions doesn't matter for your wide receiver. Like an interception, pick six going the other way. Now you're for sure throwing the ball in the next drive. So Slayton, you can do worse.
Yeah. If you want to play an underdog, the link is in the description down below, or use promo code the show. If you play $5 today, I'll throw $20, or not even $20, $75 of bonus cash in your direction. I'm feeling generous today. We're in 40 states, and especially 20 of them you can take sides and totals in prediction markets. That's you in Florida if you're watching, or Texas, or California, or Georgia, and any of these places. So if you couldn't play an underdog previously, now you can. And again, use promo code the show to do all that. I play Tootin here though. Next, Queasy, start 2 half PPR. Bam Knight, Josh Downs, Luther Burden, Jordan Mason, or on waivers, Cup, DK, Leggett, and Coker. Anything you want to say about the Cardinals backfield?
I guess it keeps changing on us, but we at least have a lot of guys completely ruled out. So Trey Benson out, Imari DiMercado out, and then it's just been Bam Knight ahead of Michael Carter every single time that it's been those 2 guys in the backfield. So in the 2 games where it's just Knight and Carter, Knight had 11 and then 15 expected half PPR points. He's the bigger guy. I would think that he would be the goal line guy. He got the goal line carry this last week. Jacksonville officially, TreVeyon Walker, their second edge rusher, the first overall pick, for crying out loud. He's been ruled out. So Bam Knight, he is my running back 27. He's priced right ahead of the Charbonnet and committee backfield guys. He should be the starter here. Don't trust the offensive line, but Bam Knight should be out there plenty.
I am excited about Luther Burden, just from a rest of season standpoint. I do want to see what the usage is like this week. Again, the 2 and 3 tight end stuff last week basically eliminated any chance of utilizing a slot wide receiver. Now, Olamide Zaccheaus played about 19% of snaps, if not lower than that. I think Burden eventually is going to be the second outside wide receiver for this team. We continue to get absolutely nothing here from DJ Moore, literally nothing. So that could happen. It could also just take over 3 wide receiver sets, which I expect the Bears to utilize more this week than they have in previous weeks. But I think there are other options here that I would immediately play over Luther Burden, but you have to start 2. So it's Bam Knight, and then who would you go with?
Downs.
Okay. There you go. Spooderman, morning, you studs. Need 2 for the flex, half PPR. Judkins, Montgomery, Sean Tucker, or Wandale. Okay. So this is half PPR. I really do believe the Browns, for as long as they can, and it might be for the entire game with this Browns defense against the Raiders offense, are just going to give Quinshon Judkins close to 18 carries in this game.
Yeah. My instinct is go David Montgomery because they're projected for 31 damn points. And then I would go Quinshon Judkins because they're projected for 16 points, but he's not going to come off the field, So those would be my 2. Sean Tucker, if you want to throw a dart, I totally understand. He can be a big play guy. I think he's going to lose passing work, and I think that the matchup is a lot different this week than what it was the previous week. So most of the time I'll say Sean Tucker's a start, but for this question, I'll go Montgomery and Judkins.
Man, Quinshon's rushing yards, I'll say only at 71.5.
Right. Yeah. I mean, they're going to stack the box. Like that game's going to be wild to watch.
Then we know what Sean Tucker did last week, getting to the edge against the Buffalo Bills. They're only projected for 21.25 against the LA Rams.
Yeah. Sean Tucker's at 56.5 total yards in the pick 'em all total yards. So, yeah, I think there's Rachaad White, Sean Tucker at the goal line. Who's going to get those? I'm guessing Tucker, but I think it's more 50-50 than where it's Quinshon. It's going to be for sure him. And I'll take 50-50 chance on the Lions with Montgomery because they're projected for 31.
And I do believe that backfield will be closer to the Lions, to 50-50 this week because of how much they're going to destroy the Giants by. Now, if shockingly it's close, then Jahmyr Gibbs will play a lot more. That's kind of what we've seen. But since it's going to be, we think, a landslide, then Montgomery it is. So just to clarify once again, Judkins and DeMont is our answer.
Yep.
Quote the Raven. Need the most upside, Fannin or Loveland? I think we'll get this one a few times. We're going.
I think we already got this one. Yeah, I think.
We already have gotten this one. Yeah. My bad. From Kotras family.
All right.
Otten, Strange, or Gesicki? Yeah, Gesicki's an interesting one to me, man.
He is, but like Noah Fant is in there still. Like he just has not been very used since the Noah Fant signing. So I have Gesicki in like.
Well, he's been injured the whole time.
No, not the whole time. Like there was like 5 or 6 weeks in a row where Gesicki was doing nothing. Now that was with Jamar Chase going crazy.
Correct. So, that's what I mean. Like this is a singular wide receiver absence, and so he can be utilized then as a slot wide receiver, basically.
Yeah, Gesicki's a tight. These are all tight end 2s. I think that Otten Strange would be my answers over Gesicki. But my final answer was, I think it was, I'm gonna go Brendan Strange. Is really close.
Me too. Though. Me too. I also will be adding potentially a higher 27.5 receiving yards here for Mike Gesicki.
All right.
Maybe that's how I play that one. All right. Florida man. Morning, lads. Happy Sunday. 1 league, 1 wide receiver, and a flex. Odunze, Pittman, Kamara.
I think you got to go Pittman and Kamara, to be honest. I really like Rome Odunze, but Kamara did not leave the field pretty much the last game, and they're projected for 21 points as favorites at home. Like,
Dang. Leaving Rome out.
I mean, Rome's been like, I like Rome, but the Rome fantasy points have like kind of disappeared.
Yes. I also think like they are going to see quite a bit of man coverage against the Pittsburgh Steelers, and like he is their man coverage winner, and they're projected for 24.5 points. Now, some of that might be, a lot of it will probably be rushing, but dang, I hate leaving Rome out of this. I think it might be a really nice Rome week.
It is what it is. I got Rome Odunze like my running back 25 or wide receiver 25. Pittman's like wide receiver 20, and then Kamara is I think Alvin Kamara, pick 'em lobby wise, just so you guys have a little bit more comfort starting him. That's 74.5 total yards.
Kenton, full PPR, one flex, trust K9 or roll with Judkins or Alec Pierce. I'd probably go Judkins. God, but he's not going to get nothing in the receiving game.
I'm going Kenneth Walker still.
Okay, there we go. There it is. I mean, if you want, yeah.
They're projected
the only way
27.
Kenneth Walker doesn't get 50 rushing yards is if he like really is injured.
Right. And they like the coaching staff right away was like, not a big deal. Like the report came out and they're like, it's fine. So what can you do?
Let's go K9.
Yep.
Ice Milk. Good morning, good sirs. Christian Watson or Breece Hall, full PPR for a flex spot, need an upside play. Thanks.
It's got to be Breece. It's got to be Breece. You got a good, decent enough offensive line. He's super explosive. They're going to throw him the rock. I think that's like my other big thing for Breece Hall, pick him lobby wise. They promised him all the receiving work. It's hard to do that with Justin Fields. Now that you have Tyrod Taylor to do it and you don't have Garrett Wilson, like why wouldn't this be a week where Breece Hall catches like more passes than he typically does? I mean, they promised him. They told him you're not getting traded. Let's kind of like start mending the relationship and getting Breece Hall what he wants, which is to scam in PPR.
Okay, we have an update here from Ian Rappaport. Let me remove this. Here we go. Bang. Ian Rappaport, Browns expecting to take, quote, plenty of deep shots with Shedeur Sanders starting in week 12. What do you think Shedeur Sanders is going to do today, Hayden?
I mean, I don't even know what this report would even mean, but yeah, I'm taking all lowers. I've got it on the total yards. I got it on the like longest receptions to Tillman. So maybe they saw my tweet this morning where I took a lower Cedric Tillman longest reception, and then they're trying to fight me over here. But
that is 159.5 passing yards against the Las Vegas Raiders secondary. You're taking the lower on that.
I am. I mean, the next thing that people are going to complain about is the Browns offensive line, which they should be complaining about. I think it's the like worst offensive line in the league right now. Like everyone's injured. They're all old veterans or young players that have just like not gelled together. It's a terrible offensive line. I think Max Crosby's going to go crazy. So I think Max Crosby sacks would be something I'd be interested in. Remember the Ravens blitzed Shedeur like on more than half the snaps, and he didn't complete a single pass against them. He had an interception, a near interception. So we'll see what happens.
I do think passing down the field is kind of the only avenue for the Browns to do this because they're going to play a bunch of single high. This is what all Pete Carroll stuff defenses have done for years and years and years and years. So, yeah, Jerry Jeudy, can you win the outside? Cedric Tillman, can you win the outside? Can you do either one? So it's going to be an interesting one. I have this game, by the way.
There you go. My parents, before knowing this, they're going to the game.
What?
Shedeur's first start. Yeah, their buddies are Raiders fans. They go to one Raiders game and then all of a sudden they're at the Shedeur game.
Is that you trying to be a rebel of the family? Is just going against your dad's favorite player? Exactly. What is going on?
Yeah, you know him well.
LB, gents, start one, full PPR, Worthy, Hollins, or Dortch?
Well, with Kayshawn back, I think the Mac Hollins stuff is, I think it's a little thin. I'll go Worthy. He's still on the injury report, though. It doesn't make me feel good.
Yeah, I think all these options are pretty awful. The Dortch stuff was like true second half. Yeah. And the scammy stuff, albeit Jacoby Brissett is the scam god at this moment. That is still hit or miss always. Like there's a much different conversation between Michael Wilson and Greg Dortch. I might play Brenton Strange the most out of those people, just to be honest with you. Speaking of defense, he has Browns DST or Ravens DST. Here are your defensive tiers. Browns all the way in the bottom right.
So are the Ravens, though. I mean, this is a great week for fantasy defenses. I'm fired up over this chart. You can throw the Saints and the Raiders, by the way, based off of just injuries and new quarterbacks and whatever, like all the way to the right too. So I'd probably go the Ravens,
and I'll go the Browns.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with either one.
Big Zeke, Full PPR if Jacobs goes or not. One flex, Emmanuel Wilson, Burden. What's Emmanuel Wilson?
For sure, Emmanuel.
There you go.
For sure.
Jay Dynam. Good morning. Full PPR. Pick one to flex. K9, Sean Tucker, or Demont. Kind of feel like Demont is, if you want to be the safest of the group, I think Dave Montgomery might be the safest of the group.
Yeah, I would say Demont is fairly safe here. They've been doing like drive-by-drive rotation in the first half, and then Gibbs kind of went crazy in the second half. But I think, like you said, when they're winning, it's probably going to be back and forth. So I like Demont.
Correct. Now, if you want, I still believe some safeness based on the opponent that they're facing. Now, we also saw with the Seahawks a couple weeks ago when they were up on the Cardinals with 10 minutes left, like Ken Walker and Zach Charbonnet did not play. It was just George Harlani and Drew Lock back there, you know?
Yeah. I think Demont's the safest. I still think that Kenneth Walker is very live to rip off a couple big ones.
Yes. I think K9 has the highest ceiling of that group.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay. Wide receiver 2, pick 1, Trey Tucker, Darnell Mooney, Kayshon Boutte, Yoshi Voss, Christian Watson, DJ Moore, Greg Dortch.
Let's have the Mooney conversation because he's my answer here. No, Christian Watson. Yeah, Christian Watson's one spot ahead of Mooney. But just real quick on the Mooney stuff, Drake London leaves behind 30% target share. The guys that are eligible to replace that: David Sills, Kadero Hodge, Casey Washington, and then could you give more stuff to Kyle Pitts and Bijan? I guess, but those guys are already pretty heavily utilized. So. I got Darnell Mooney as my wide receiver 28. I moved Christian Watson ahead because of the news that you're just showing here where Matthew Golden has been ruled out. So Dobbs is a top 24 play. I got Christian Watson as a top 30 play. Both of them should be started in a lot of leagues.
Yeah. Matthew Golden wasn't playing that much, about 39% of snaps last week. Christian Watson up at like 80% of snaps. And, you know, Wicks is in, but also injured. And so it's like Savion Williams and Malik Keith and these guys. So Christian Watson is a fantastic play. I feel like.
Enough of the Savion stuff, by the way. You're a contender.
Let's just he came out. Hey, they wouldn't have won the game a couple weeks ago if Savion Williams didn't have a big time catch down the field.
Then the other ones are just terrible.
Yeah, I mean, he also fumbled it away in a couple of moments too.
It's not great.
You know, to me, they tried to trade for Chase Claypool a couple years ago when Ryan Pace gave up a second-round pick, which turned out to be the 33rd overall selection.
Yeah, that was not great
for Chase Claypool. And I just feel like Goody believes that Savion Williams is his Savion Williams a little bit. Anyways, Sam Bartu, Chris Godwin, Hunter Henry, or Jalen Coker in the flex. Oh, my Lord, Sam.
I'll go Hunter Henry. Projected for almost 30 points. The Bengals have allowed, it's like 18 and a half PPR points per game to tight ends. So let's just hope that trend continues.
Gray Zabel, the guard for the Seahawks, is in as well, which is notable.
Okay.
Lucas Gold, morning gents, need one running back, 3 wide receivers. Okay. So you're running back between Bam, Tootin, Spears, and that's it. So I'm going to go Tootin of that group.
Yeah. I like.
If you want to go Bam, you can, but
no, I think it just depends on how you want to play it. I think that Tootin's got more upside. I think Bam's maybe a little bit more reliable, as weird as that sounds. But he's a clear top guy in Arizona.
Okay.
Right now.
Then your 3 wide receivers, Egbuka, T, and JMO. I'd probably just go there with it.
Yeah.
And I hate leaving Olave off, but I think Egbuka, T, and JMO right now are just fantastic shouts.
Yeah. This is the highest I've ever ranked Jameson Williams ever. Is this week.
Tom Lake, Sutton suddenly available on waivers today. Whoa, but need to cut London or Pearsall to pick him up. I would not do that if you're either one.
No, you can't cut London. Yeah, I think Pearsall and Sutton's about the same tier. I mean, it's about the same tier. So it's up to you on how you want to play it. I think I'd rather have Sutton, but it's really close.
Okay. I would rather have Pearsall. Sounds crazy, but cut London with Cousins starting the rest of the season. No, I would just keep Drake London.
Yeah.
Bald Sleet. Full PPR. Need one. Tracy, Tucker, Tootin, also starting ETN already. Would you just go full Jaguar stack here in the backfield?
No, actually I have Tucker ranked like a spot or 2 ahead of Tootin. If you want to do Jacksonville like running backs and just they go crazy. They've been very run heavy recently, especially when they get down to the goal line. They are extremely run heavy right now. So if you wanted to do it, there are paths where it does work out to you. I think I would rather go Sean Tucker as like the heavy dose running back one over Tootin, but they're very close.
Yeah, I would feel bad going with Tracy this week. He was, I thought, very good between the 20s last week, but as we know, that only goes so far when they bring in Devin Singletary every time they get near the 10-yard line and in. And they're also only projected for 18.5 points this week.
Yeah, he just has no chance of getting a touchdown, right? Really.
So yeah, Tucker's the answer. PJM, full PPR. Is Sharb a start over any of Rico, Javante, Hendo if K9 is inactive? Nope.
Yeah, I mean,
K9 is
K9's going to play.
Yep. Wanyamoto, trade grade, half PPR, traded Justin Jefferson, Breece Hall for Bucky, Ladd, TreVeyon Henderson, no turning back now. But am I cooked? I mean, I'm happily getting rid of Justin Jefferson with those prices.
I would rather have Ladd than Justin Jefferson straight up.
Correct. And then, yeah, Bucky's sounds like he's going to play next week.
Yep. It's been a crazy week of reports for Bucky Irving. I've seen it on both sides. It's wild.
Yep.
But I'm assuming he's back next week.
Michael Bryan, start one in PPR. Spears, Downs, Shaheed, or Burden. Oh, man. I mean, I guess it's Josh Downs.
Yeah, I would go with Josh Downs. I mean, they're expected to lose, and if they get into 3 wide receiver sets, he does get the ball plenty.
Yeah. Now, I could see Shaheed having a really fun week in terms of a big time play down the field. It helps put them up on the scoreboard. Again, they're 12.5 point favorites here, but I do believe once we get to like the second half, it's kind of what we saw against the Arizona Cardinals, where he would mix in some 2 wide receiver sets, was mainly out there in 3 wide receiver sets. But then when they just want to run block and run out the clock, they just bring in other dudes.
Yep. Agree.
And then, Burden is going to be a talking point this week when we do wide receiver rankings and stuff. I want to get another week of who he's playing over and where in the brain. But could Luther Burden have a big week? Potentially.
We've had Luther Burden's name a lot on this show for...
Well, I'll just tell you, he's been a major talking point in the fantasy community this week. That's why.
Yeah, for sure.
Fly Guy 6, full PPR, start 4, Emeka Egbuka, Michael Wilson, JJ Pickens, Chase Brown.
Man, I want to say all of them. I mean,
you're going to tell them to sit Justin Jefferson of this group.
No, I think I would sit Pickens, but
yeah, I think it's fine sitting Pickens here. His worst performance of the season was against this Eagles defense, and he drew Quinyon Mitchell. I would kind of expect that to happen once again. Now, do I believe he outscores what he did in week 1? I do, because it's more time on task with he and Dak, and he drew a DPI penalty in that one. I'm okay with setting George Pickens here.
Yeah, I mean, Justin Jefferson should get like a bunch of like receptions for the full PPR stuff. Now they're projected for 17 points, so it's not like we're like getting the same
17 points.
It's like not the same Justin Jefferson environment that he's been in, but he should get the rock a lot. So I'll go Justin Jefferson in full PPR. I think in half PPR it's actually really tight.
Bad shot Bryce, Alec Pierce, or Sean Tucker for the flex.
Ooh, that's a really tough one.
I'll say Chiefs have been exceptional this season, defending 20+ yard passes. Exceptional, the best in the league at it.
Yeah. I think I would go Sean Tucker, just go running backs over wide receivers.
Yeah. This is an Alec Pierce program, but this might be the most difficult matchup he has in that regard.
Yeah. They have 2 good corners. It's not
now,
just...
at the same time, the Chiefs, as we saw in one of those charts, and who knows exactly if the chart's always completely 100% factual, they're the worst in the league. They're the worst in the league off play action and defending it. The Chiefs are. And so I could definitely see some of those passes in the direction of Alec Pierce. But in terms of downfield 20+ yard touchdowns, the Chiefs have allowed 0 of those to wide receivers so far this season.
Yeah. Yep.
Baser Drew, currently first in clinch playoff spot last week, half PPR, second flex, Yoshivas, Corum, Loveland, Strange, and B-Rob. We haven't said anything about Yoshivas. Any intrigue for you?
The Yoshivas stuff is bad. I mean, I go back to like the box scores and like he just never gets the football. And also the Bengals are only projected for like 21, 22 points. Like this is not the same box scores we're expecting. I think Strange would be interesting here. And then that's probably where I would go, is just Strange. They're projected for a lot, and then hopefully he kind of just a focal point there, but don't love any of the options.
Okay, well, we have to. Oh, it's just the second flex. It's just one.
Yeah, I would go Strange, but
Maxwell Owens, Bears or Jags defense. Let me pull back up the Hayden Winks.
yeah, I would probably go Bears.
Chart.
Well, actually, I'm gonna go Jacksonville. I think the Bears defense, it's like we said, it's very injured, but the Steelers might run the ball so many times. There's not like very many options for sacks and interceptions. Like you kind of want to like crank up the variance stuff with Jacoby Brissett, who I really like appreciate, but he's at least dropping back a ton where there's the ability to have pick sixes and stuff. If Steelers are just gonna run the ball repeatedly, how do you get like fantasy points? You know?
Yep. Yeah, I mean, Jacoby's going to give opportunities for interceptions or for sack fumbles just because he hangs in there and throws it.
For sure. Yeah. So you got to go Jacksonville.
BTM, full PPR, pick one. Pittman, Ricky Pearsall, Jawan Jennings, Kareem Hunt, or Emmanuel Wilson. Well, it's Emmanuel Wilson. Easy.
Yeah. Emmanuel.
Ange, morning, guys. Full PPR. Need one wide receiver, one flex. Parker Washington, Pearsall, and Tootin. Thank you.
It's Pearsall and Tootin for me. I like Pearsall over Parker Washington, and then I think Tootin's got more upside than.
Why off the Parker Washington stuff?
Jacoby's playing like full-time snaps, and then Brendan Strange is back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Pearsall played a whole bunch of snaps last week. 86%, barely got the football, but that could change any given week with that offense. And they're projected for like 27.
You guys can't play Parker Washington, by the way. He's my wide receiver 32, so it's not like that I'm like fully out on him. It's just not high.
Jessica, Stafford or Mayfield today and rest of season. Well,
Stafford by a million.
I'm just rolling with Stafford. The Baker magic has dried up a little bit in terms of the high variance plays that he has of avoiding these crazy sacks and rifling into isolated coverage. You would watch him on a weekly basis and you would feel like, oh, that can't sustain itself. And then it did all last season, all this season until a handful of weeks ago.
Yeah.
Stafford's just on a heater.
Yeah, right now, Buccaneers defense, Jameel Dean, Hassan Reddick did not practice this entire week. And Stafford's just been lighting it up. So that's where I would go.
Okay. Joshua Kramer, injuries hitting hard, needs some help this week. Still 8-3. Thanks to y'all. Full PPR. Pick one wide receiver and two flex. Dobbs, Worthy, Burden, Golden, Tucker, Tootin. Okay.
I like Dobbs the best of the receivers for sure.
Okay. So there's your one wide receiver. And then I would probably just go Tucker and Tootin.
Yeah. Easy enough.
Okay. Jack of no trades. Full PPR. Two of Aaron Jones, Kareem Hunt, Quinshon Judkins. Man.
Look, Kareem Hunt, they're expected to score 27 points. He's been a walking RB2 every single time in this role. Isaiah Pacheco's been ruled out. No DeForest Buckner. You get all the corners back. Like, I kind of feel decent about Kareem Hunt. Aaron Jones doesn't come off the field, but they're projected for 17 points. Judkins doesn't come off the field until it's like complete garbage time. They're projected for even fewer points than that. It's close. I think I like Kareem Hunt the best. I mean, he seems pretty live for a touchdown, and they're just like not using Brashard Smith all that much.
Okay.
I don't know. Who would you go for the other one, though, if you had to pick one? It's full PPR. Maybe Aaron Jones catches some passes.
Ryan Kelly is back at center.
Yeah. I'll go Aaron Jones and Kareem Hunt.
Yeah. I mean, the point totals between the Vikings and the Bears, the Browns, are not too dissimilar. They're 1 point difference.
Yeah. I mean, Aaron Jones has been like the bell cow recently, though.
Yeah. I also think if they get inside of the 5-yard line, he'll be taken out for this.
Maybe.
And then Mayer Mahomes.
I think I have them back to back. You're in a good spot. There's
I'm going Drake May
2 and 3. I'll go May too.
Yeah. Brooklyn 2-1, 2-1-4. Full PPR. Pick one. Trey Tucker, Yoshi Voss, Slayton, or Cooper Kupp.
Oof. kind of want to say Slayton.
Ooh.
It's never worked. It's never worked.
I
mean, which one are you going to say? Trey Tucker?
I'm going to say Yoshibasa.
No.
Yeah, I'm going Yoshibasa that group.
Right.
I think he's more likely to get a touchdown than anyone else in that group.
Maybe. Yeah. Slayton for me. Olave or Genty? Oh, man. I'll go Genty.
Okay. I'll go Olave.
Yeah.
Michael Kawas. Quarterback, 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, and a flat. Okay, sorry. Nico, Gibbs, and Hendo locked in at running back 1, 2. Pick 2, 1 wide receiver and 1 flex. Pickens, Egbuka, Demont, Tootin. I'll probably go Egbuka and Demont.
Yep. There we go.
Then Mason Taylor, Loveland, or Strange at tight end.
I'm on Mason Taylor, but
okay. I understand the Mason Taylor stuff. I think I'll go Strange.
There. Yeah, I think it's Mason Taylor. There's like no reason he shouldn't have 6 targets, like
Princess Donut, morning guys, Hendo or Tet or T-Mac in the flex. Thanks. I'm TreVeyon Henderson there.
Yeah, it's got to be backs over receivers most of the time.
Marley Marr, please help save my season. TreVeyon Henderson, running back 1. Running back 2 is it's Emmanuel Wilson. And then need a flex out of Mooney, Jennings, or Michael Pittman. Well, that's Michael Pittman.
Yep. There it is.
There you go. Rams, 2 questions for you. Full PPR for flex, Shaheed, Slayton, Stevenson, or Spears.
I'll go Ramondre. I mean, they're projected for 29 points. The Bengals haven't stopped anybody on the ground this year. Like, there's room for 2. He's a big dude. He's also under contract for not just this year. He's got like almost a fully guaranteed contract next season as well. So they're not like in a rush to get him out of there.
All right. There you go. Next.
Well, there's a second part of that question real quick. Half
PPR need 2 Pittman, ETN, or Justin Jefferson.
Oh my gosh. I think you have to go ETN. He's been way too involved, and they're projected for 25 points. Pittman and Jettis, it's like what kind of life do you want to live here? Jettis, I think definitely has more upside, but like what are the odds we're hitting this upside? Like that's kind of the question I'm having. They're projected for 27 points in Green Bay.
Yeah.
Or 17 points in Green Bay.
I'll go Pittman.
I hate that we're here.
Tom Scher, PPR, 1 running back, 1 wide receiver. Hunt, K9, Genty, Pearsall, or Pierce. So this is K9 or Kareem Hunt?
I'll go Kareem Hunt.
Okay. And then saying that about Pierce earlier, I would still play him over Ricky Pearsall.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
So you're going Kareem Hunt over K9, just for the record.
Yeah, I mean, Kareem Hunt, I think last year when he was a starter, he was the running back 13. This year, he's like the running back 16. No one ever wants to rank him that high. But, I mean, the sample size is like 16 games now as an RB2. Like, they're just accepted, everybody.
T. Reader, half PPR. Brees or Egbuka. Since it's half PPR. Oh, man. I know you're easily going to say Brees.
No, I mean, Egbuka's in such a clean spot right now. I'm going Egbuka.
Yeah, I'm going Egbuka as well.
I'm going Egbuka.
Started Marks at running back 2 on Thursday, and other 2 wide receivers are T. Higgins and Rashee Rice. Yeah, that works. Rigo, 3 sit starts for you guys. Appreciate all the help this season. Half PPR, flex, Michael Wilson or Kareem Hunt. It's half PPR. I want to go Michael Wilson.
I'm going Michael Wilson too.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm going Michael Wilson.
Kareem, then Jordan Addison or Darius Slayton. I mean, this is just vomit season of this duo.
Yeah. I didn't mention for Jacksonville, a lot of their corners are questionable limited participants. I don't know if they're going to play or not. I haven't checked the news there, but like the Jordan Lewis types and stuff. So it's TreVeyon Walker up front, but a lot of their secondary pieces, including Travis Hunter, are questionable. So I think it's just a clean matchup for Michael Wilson. And then I'm on Slayton over Addison.
Slayton over Addison. And then Tootin or Sean Tucker.
Man, they're very close.
They're very close.
I'll probably go Sean Tucker, but...
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think Sean Tucker has a better chance of being in on the first series after what we saw last week, where they just like totally moved off of Rachaad White in favor of Sean Tucker. Michael Bryan, rank rest of season. Caleb Williams, Daniel Jones, Brock Purdy. Let me pull up rest of season schedule. Sharks. Okay. So are any of these quarterbacks? The Bears have the most difficult one, I'm pretty sure, or very, very close to it.
I mean, Brock Purdy's got the easy schedule, and they're going to be projected for 1 million points. I think I would just go Brock Purdy.
Yeah, I mean, he does miss week 14, and then they face Cleveland right before that. So, like the next two, he's not much of a use for you, is what I'm saying. But then after that, it's
Fantasy
very
playoffs.
easy.
It's like
it's Tennessee, Indy, and Chicago. So that's kind of how I would roll. If you're locked in to make the playoffs, I would lock in Brock Purdy.
Yeah, I think that's good.
Indy in the playoffs comparatively, Seattle, San Francisco, Jacksonville, and then Chicago in the playoffs. That is the Browns, the Packers, and the 49ers defenses.
There we go.
Archie, spicy one today. Need a flex, full PPR. Kareem Hunt, Alec Pierce, or Ashton Genty. The only issue with Kareem Hunt is he has to have a touchdown. Has to.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Tell that to Ashton Genty, who plays for the Raiders.
Well, Ashton Genty is not in this conversation for me.
Okay. I'm still going to go Kareem Hunt. Remember, no DeForest Buckner. You get all of the corners back in the secondary. Like, they're projected for a lot of points. Linebacker plays whatever. Your offensive line's healthy for the Chiefs. Like, it's a good spot for Kareem. Like, they're not all of a sudden say, this is the week, the most important game of our lives for the season, and then it's Brashard Smith time. It's just going to be all Kareem Hunt.
No. Yeah, I agree. All right, Ian. Full PPR pick 2, Tracy Mooney Stevenson. Oh, man.
Man, this will just put your brain right in a pretzel.
I will probably go Tracy. I think Tracy
that's a fair one.
Gets the football the most of this group.
Yeah.
Turf toe is a big deal. I just want to put out there.
It is. Tyrone Tracy is got a pretty low ceiling, but in full PPR, he's going to catch some passes. And they're going to lose by a lot. Look, go Tyrone Tracy, but you know what you're signing up for.
There you go.
He's at 66.5 total yards in the pick'em lobby, which is pretty good.
He was very good last week.
Yeah.
David Engel, morning boys. Question 1, full PPR, 1 flex. Worthy, Stevenson, or Loveland? Oh my
gosh. I'll go Worthy, but I mean, we know what's up with Worthy. Like, he's gonna see some sauce. It's not gonna be great.
Yeah,
but
the Colts are going to press and play man coverage on the outside wide receivers of the Chiefs and dare them to beat them.
Yeah, but I just have to play like the full-time wide receiver on the Chiefs versus like the part-time tight end on the Bears. Like, and then
I hope that Worthy's full-time after this week of practice and being banged up all season.
Very fair. Don't love any of them. I'll go Worthy. What the hell?
Question 2, full PPR pick 3, K9, DeAndre Swift, Egbuka, Gainwell. That's just the first 3. Yeah. Gainwell might start this week. We have no idea what side of the bed Arthur Smith woke up on, but the other 3, I have a pretty good feeling what we know what their status is. Now, if Gainwell goes out there and it's a starting running back for the Steelers, then that was a misread by me. But to me, there is nothing that I can point in that direction this moment.
Yeah. Kenny Gainwell's a good flex play, but you have better options.
Any recommendation playoff stashes? Keaton Mitchell, Isaiah Likely, Jalen Coker, DK, Alec Ayumanor, drop Golden Fannin. I dropped Golden in a league this week.
Yeah, but not. I wouldn't drop either Fannin or Golden for the guys that are out there. Keaton Mitchell, Justice Hill's back, so that one kind of takes a nosedive. And then Coker, there's too many other guys that are getting the ball too. Maybe it's DK, but yikes.
I'll give you one. If you really need a stash, Tank Bigsby.
Yeah.
If you really need a stash, Tank Bigsby. I mean, they have Raiders, Commanders, and Bills in week 15, 16, 17. But that's 17. Yeah, 17 matters. 17 matters. All right. Alec Camaras, half PPR, Chase Brown, or Michael Wilson? I'll still go Chase Brown.
Yeah. Chase Brown's projected like 90 something yards in the pickleball right now.
Paul Martin. I feel like the usernames are appearing differently today. It's like ats in front of everyone's
font.
names.
Yeah, different font. Yeah.
Non-PPR, Mooney, Yoshivas, Juwan Johnson. Thanks.
Ooh, non-PPR. Let's go Juwan Johnson. I think maybe the highest team total are right there with the Bengals, and then, less competition. Let's go Juwan. Big boy.
I wouldn't be surprised if Kellen Moore utilizes him as a pseudo third wide receiver here with no Brandon Cooks. And obviously since trading away Rachaad Shaheed, and right after they trade away Rachaad Shaheed, he had a big game, albeit for some other reasons, falling defenders. But he was playing a lot.
Yep.
All right. Myth. Good morning. Wide receiver and flex are horrible this week. Full PPR need one wide receiver and one flex. Tootin, Monungai, Sharbs, Algier. We have read worse. Myth today. We have read worse. Luther Burn, Rachaad Shaheed, Tez Johnson. Thanks. Unfortunately, I think Tez, you can remove him from this conversation now. So then you have to pick Burden or Shaheed.
I mean, Shaheed, higher team total, and it's the Titans.
Well, I was going to say Charbonnet for the running back.
Yeah, for the receiver, I like Rachaad, and then we can do Charbonnet. I would probably go Tootin, though.
Okay. All right. Then Tootin and Rachaad Shaheed it is. Yeah. Davey Walter. You guys are invaluable. 10-team standard. Despite tough matchup, tempted to flex. Tucker over Zay Flowers or Ricky Pearsall. Sean Tucker, I'm assuming. Thinking about touches. Thoughts? If you want to do Sean Tucker over Ricky Pearsall, go for it. But
yeah, I think that's totally fine. Yeah. Standard league.
All right. Morning, fellas. Full PPR. Kareem Hunt or Alec Pierce for a flex spot. Thanks.
Full PPR. Let's go Alec Pierce in full PPR. But that one's, once again, very close.
I'll go Kareem Hunt still.
Interesting. Okay.
I will go Kareem Hunt still. Okay.
And how about delusional Vikings fan goes outside, takes a little bit of a walk, and then maybe calls his own mother and just check in, see how things are going.
I don't see the normal chat.
Yeah, no, this is like the same guy that like comes in our comments after every video. Just like go outside, log off for a second, let's reset.
We could just block him.
No, I mean he just needs a reset. He needs to reset.
Okay.
Just go outside for a second.
Go reset, buddy.
Go reset. It's
go reset.
All right.
It's fake football. We're having fun.
It's going to be all right.
And this is all for entertainment. Libert Sosai, full PPR, Flex Shaheed or Mike Carter. The Mike Carter stuff, they like don't want to use him.
No, they want to release him. They're like, please, somebody claim him, please.
Correct. So I'll go Shaheed. Have some fun.
I'll go Shaheed too. Why not?
Now he might not play in the second half, and they might throw 6 passes in the second half. But
maybe in the second half they're like, hey, let's get you a couple touches before we get you.
That'd be great.
You know.
Okay. The Mass Pain. Full PPR, starting Genty, Rice, Diggs, and Michael Wilson currently need one running back and a flex out of K9. Well, Genty, I might put him after K9, and I might put Genty after a few of these running backs. Like David Montgomery, potentially, like Alvin Kamara, potentially. Like
it's all about the same tier.
How do you feel about the worst yards before contact in the league against the league's best defensive line? I
know it's that bad. Like I don't have any faith in it at all. I think I'm still gonna go with the Kenneth Walker stuff, but
so I would remove Genty, and maybe I'm wrong with this. I understand full PPR, and he might get 6 immediately from just catching short dump offs and those types of things. And maybe it's a mystery. If you want to play Ashton Genty because you took him in round 1, go for it. I, in the 3 running back spots, would go K9, Dave Montgomery, and Ashton Genty ahead of Alvin Kamara.
That's what my order is.
Okay. Gabe, full PPR, flex, Jordan Addison, Parker Washington, Theo Johnson, or Tajay Spears. I would go Parker Washington here.
Correct. Full PPR. Let's see what happens.
Track star. Hey, gents, Booty or Yoshivas? Booty. Hopefully he plays full-time snaps and is returned to the lineup. We don't know that. He's missed, 2 weeks?
Yeah, hammy. He was so good. But, yeah, they've been rotating guys around. And if Diggs going to be a full-time player, then maybe his snaps come down. He also gets a little DJ Turner, but we'll see.
Okay. Moving on. Matthew. No PPR. Mooney or Tootin? Tootin.
I'll go Tootin.
Tight end, Otten or Mason Taylor for a touchdown?
I mean, for a touchdown, I guess Otten, but I would rather just take my PPR scam stuff with Taylor. But Otten can do that too. It's about the same. I think they're back-to-back in my rankings. I wouldn't lose sleep over it.
Well,
I'm going Taylor.
Okay. I think Taylor sees more volume.
Yeah.
But the Bucs offense is levels above better. And by that, I mean 4 points better.
Yeah, exactly. We get Tyrod Taylor back.
Which is a lot. Zombie, half PPR, need a flex. K9, Emmanuel Wilson or Alvin Kamara. That is Emmanuel Wilson.
Yeah, I'm on Emmanuel.
Just to update this, is Emmanuel Wilson a top 10 running back for you this week?
I think he's just outside that, but it's you're the full-time player for the Packers. You're an auto start. It's as simple as that.
Yep. And he's not awful.
He can play.
A little bit. JJ Primetime, thank you. Chef Day Tonk. Goddard, Slayton, or Worthy, full PPR. I mean, again, trying to ball this situation. Without Lane Johnson, I believe there's going to be a lot more 3, 5, and screen situations here for the Eagles. And boy, do they love screens to Dallas Goedert.
Remember Goddard, too, in week 1, caught 7 passes. Remember, he was the dump-off guy. They had no answer for him. So I think I would go Goddard. That. I think I would just go with that. I mean,
yep. Patrick Green, full PPR, pick 1. Alec Pierce, Rachaad White, Kenny Gainwell, Sean Tucker. I think I like Sean Tucker.
I think I'll go Alec Pierce.
If you want to go Alec Pierce, that's fine too.
I think I'll go Alec Pierce.
Yeah, that's fine too.
Yeah.
In 8463, half PPR, need 1 running back and a flex. Tootin, Sean Tucker, Emmanuel Wilson. Well, your 1 running back is Emmanuel Wilson.
And then Tootin, Sean Tucker, it's they're back-to-back in my rankings. I think that Sean Tucker, he's going to have a clean role here as the starter. And then Tootin, I hope he's splitting snaps with Travis Etienne, but he also did sprain his ankle. I mean, I did watch his ankle. You just never know. So I have Sean Tucker ahead, but
there is a 4-point projected difference between the two teams as well. One's facing the Rams defense, one's facing the Cardinals defense.
Right. Yeah. I'm still on Sean Tucker though.
Okay.
It's close though. It's definitely Emmanuel Wilson.
Yes. All right. Jay Dallas, 1 PPR at flex. Sean Tucker, Kareem Hunt, Alec Pierce, or Ricky Pearsall. I'll go Kareem Hunt there.
So will I. It's Hunt and Pierce. So we've gotten that question a couple times. It's about the same.
Yeah, just the Pierce stuff. This channel, and that's why all of you guys have Alec Pierce, is because we bring him up so often. But no one's been better than the Chiefs this season at defending downfield passes. Yeah. No one.
I think in full PPR, I would go Alec Pierce, and half PPR, I would go with Kareem Hunt. I think it's that close.
So you're flipping your answer for this.
Yeah,
one.
It's that close.
Yeah. Okay. Andy Scott, behind because of Josh Allen on Thursday night. Typically, it means the opposite direction, but this week it's because you have him. Considering sitting Rome Odunze for Pierce or Christian Watson. Can't afford a dud from Rome again. Look, they're kind of all the same archetype.
They are. Yeah, there's no dodging it. I'll go Alec Pierce.
Guess what?
Though.
Rome Odunze's stats would have looked a lot better last week if he didn't have an overthrow by Caleb Williams. And there are other times where he drops the pass. If you want to go with the other two, go for it. But they're all the same archetype. And we have seen a lot of spike weeks from Robodunze, and they're projected for 24.5 points this week.
Yeah, they're all about the same. I think I just trust the Colts to drop back the most out of the three teams.
Matt Beck, Kyle Williams maybe capped against Tennessee. No, Ken Walker. Oh, got it. He just used L's instead of I's. Anyways, Ken Walker.
I saw somebody that was it Ron Stewart. Maybe it was Ron or somebody that didn't realize. No, he thought the pounds was
correct.
Was a capital I.
Correct.
Good. I loved that tweet so much.
Absolute legend.
So
K9 or Michael Wilson. Ooh, top. Time of possession is a concern versus Jags. And I'm in a non-PPR league, which further complicates things. If you're in a non-PPR, I mean, you got to go with K9.
Yeah, it's got to be K9 and non-PPR. But
Puka, love the show in a must-win scenario this week. Half PPR.
Swift.
And need to pick two of DeAndre Swift, Jalen Warren, Sean Tucker, Bashal Tootin, and Christian Watson.
Yeah, I think this one's pretty simple for me. DeAndre Swift's been a monster this entire season, and then Jalen Warren against three backup linebackers. I think you just go right there.
Okay. JJ Primetime. Hey, fellas, half PPR, 10-1, but Bucky, BTJ, London out, and RJ Harvey on a bye. Team is Dak, Bijan, Hendo, Rice, Ricky Pearsall, Tyler Warren for flex, Ramondre Stevenson, Burden, or who is your upside shot from the waivers this week? Thanks.
Ooh, good question on the upside shots. I think upside shots would be. I mean, if Parker Washington was available, I would count him. Darius Slayton would be kind of my upside play. One of these weeks will work.
I think I would just rather play Luther Burden over Darius Slayton.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
John Mechie would be like another one. Like full-time player, Tyrod Taylor.
Yep. I think John Mechie's a good shout.
Yeah.
Little Jibba. Drop Jake Ferguson for Britton Strange, half PPR.
Was this your nickname, Josh, back in the day?
This is not my little Jay Bird. Joshy Rabbit was one my mom called me a lot.
Joshy Rabbit.
Joshy Rabbit.
Okay. Drop Jake Ferguson. I don't think I could drop Jake Ferguson because Brendan Strange and Jake Ferguson are probably going to be about the same like points, but Jake Ferguson just has that ceiling if something happens with an injury that like I think it will be harder for Brendan Strange to have. So I would probably just keep Ferg.
I do feel like people have forgotten just how much of a focus Brendan Strange is in the Jaguars offense.
Right. Yeah.
He's a pivotal player for them.
Yeah. I hear you.
Steven Greco, Jalen Warren, or Bowers? Not Jalen Warren, Tyler Warren.
I'll go Bowers, but yeah.
Yeah. I think Tyler Warren off play action is going to be intriguing. I would try to get both of them in lineups if I can. Or sit Pickens or Javonte for them. No, I wouldn't sit.
No.
I mean, Pickens for Tyler Warren is interesting to me.
Yeah, I think Tyler Warren wins the race to 8 fantasy points, but Pickens is your answer for like 22.
C. Banger, Superflex, tight end premium, JJ McCarthy, Travis Etienne, or K. Dotton. Well, K. Dotton is not a conversation here.
Yeah. I'll go JJ McCarthy. I'll start the quarterback.
Okay. Hayden on this show picked JJ McCarthy in his starting lineup. A. Cunningham, half PPR, pick 2, JMO, TreVeyon Henderson, or Travis Etienne. Thanks. I am highly intrigued by your answer because 2 of these players are some of your least favorites in the NFL.
Yeah, exactly. Give me the damn running backs. I think JMO's in a glorious spot here, but I'd rather just take the running back points.
Yep. I'd rather take the running backs as well. Even if I really like James.
Actually, going back a couple questions, give me Etienne over JJ McCarthy. Etienne's going to eat. I mean, they're projected for 25 points, and he's been getting the rock infinite amount of times. So I'll go Etienne.
Alex McAdams, full PPR, Jalen Warren or Gainwell with Rodgers out. Or does this mean Tyler Warren? I don't know.
I'm guessing he just has both of the backs.
Then I would go Jaylen Warren.
I'm going Jaylen Warren. He was not on the injury report at all. Like the final one, just like left off of it.
Evans, Boyle, rest of season, full PPR, start 2. Nico, Bucky, Devontae Adams. Well, Devontae has to be in there. He doesn't mean this week because Bucky's not playing. I mean, I'm kind of
receivers.
Yeah, the Bucky stuff. Who knows?
I think that's fair. Based off some of the reports I've seen, I think it's a true who the hell knows.
Yeah, who knows with Bucky? I highly doubt he comes in and plays 70% of snaps like he did in weeks 1 through 3. That's the one. If I had one certainty, it would be that.
Yeah, I think most likely path is he's the running back 24.
Malik going up. Start 3, 1 wide receiver, 1 flex, 1 tight end. Dobbs, Christian Watson, Kareem Hunt, Tyler Warren, Kittle, Pierce. Oh, man.
Dobbs.
Okay.
For me.
So you want
Oh, that's Alec Pierce. I'll go Alec Pierce.
Yeah. I'll go Alec Pierce, then Kareem Hunt as the flex, and then tight end I'll go George Kittle. And but like Tyler Warren, keeping him out really sucks. You have to play George Kittle versus the Panthers linebackers. Like,
Kittle's gonna go nuts today or tomorrow.
You have to.
Both the Panthers linebackers ruled out, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it's over.
And their center ruled out, which not fun. Cali Boy, half PPR flex, Tootin, Pearsall, Pierce. Oh man. I'll probably go Bashal Tootin, but part of me wants to say Alec Pierce as well.
I'm just gonna go Alec Pierce, but Tootin's a lot of fun. You know, I totally get it. I'll go Pierce.
SG, non-PPR, have Swift at running back 2, flex Monungai or Tez. You can't play Tez anymore now with Chris Godwin back, basically. To me, at least.
I would just go Monungai. He still gets like a goal line carry. He gets like some drives.
Yeah.
That's what I would just do and hope for the best.
Kyrgyz, full PPR, start 2, running back, 1 flex, Rico, Kyron, T-Mac, Tucker. Well, you're going Rico and Kyron. And then are you going to go Sean Tucker or Tedero McMillan?
I'll go T-Mac.
Okay. So 2 Panthers.
I mean, so the 2 Panthers that you want.
This is true.
This was my nickname.
Big Doinks. Full PPR pick 3. Plug your nose.
Okay.
Would it be your ears? Otten, Rachaad, Tootin, Jawan, Downs, and Fannin. Well, Tootin definitely, if we have to pick 3. I would probably just go Rachaad and Downs.
That's where I would go too. I think Jawan is right in there too, but I think I'll take my chances with Josh Downs. Get us into 3 wide receiver sets. The Chiefs have always been worse against the slot. You know, I think that's true this year too.
Hayden is going to disagree with this, but I would drop Fannin for Blake Corum.
No,
if you want to do rest of season.
Oh yeah, no, I like Corum a lot. I would for sure drop him.
All right. John 4330. Flex, Tootin or Worthy. Thank you, fellas. In full PPR.
I think I'll go Tootin.
Yeah, I'm going to go Tootin as well. Little Jibba is back. Sit 1, half PPR. Hendo, Pickens, Emeka Egbuka, and Pickens again.
Wow.
I would sit one of your Pickens. I'm sure that's another person, but I think I would at least sit Pickens behind Hendo and Egbuka.
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
Royce Black, full PPR, 2 flex, Bam Knight, DJ Moore, Tyrone Tracy, Chris Godwin. I'm not playing Godwin of this group. I mean, this group sucks.
I want Bam Knight.
Yeah, Bam Knight is 1. And then I guess I'll pick Tracy over DJ Moore. I mean, the DJ Moore stuff is just.
I'm going DJ Moore. To be fair to him, he has also been missed on a couple of downfield shots where his box scores would be looking.
Yeah, there's a common theme we're saying here.
I trust me. I would say it's the only reasonable critique of Caleb is that the accuracy is not there. All the other critiques are largely void at this point. So we'll see.
Sam Riggs, absolute must win for me today. Half PPR, pick my last flex spot, Trey Tucker or Tyler Algier. I mean, This is so not an Algier performance where they're only projected for 19. Like, I understand they're going to lean into the run potentially.
That's kind of where I was thinking.
But at the same time, like, it's 19 points.
I know. But they're going to run the ball like crazy. I think both guards are back. Bergeron and oh my gosh, the other guys.
Lindstrom.
Yeah, Lindstrom. They're both back. I'm going Algier. Run the damn ball.
Ed Buser, half PPR, start 1 the flex. Mooney, Pearsall, or Tootin?
I'll just go Tootin.
Same.
Yeah.
Is this a week that Darnell Mooney does something now that the entire fantasy world hates him?
I mean, there's really no excuses for it not to be. You get the Saints. You're the only guy. I mean, you're competing with David Sills as the other receiver.
B-ball, Fannin or Jawan? Easily Jawan for me.
Agree.
Stash. I'm assuming this is a run day. Oh, Ollie Gordon. Well, Keaton Mitchell. I would stack Keaton Mitchell. I think if Derrick Henry goes down, we'd see a lot of Keaton Mitchell.
Yeah. Let's go Keaton Mitchell. Justice Hill is back though.
Little Jibba, sit
Back.
1, half PPR. It's Warren. Is this Tyler Warren or Jalen Warren?
Well, you owe us another $1.99. I'm sorry, buddy. Sit 1. I'm guessing. I'm guessing it's Jalen Warren because, like,
I'm going to sit Pickens.
I would sit Pickens as well.
Yep, and this has been a massive Pickens channel. So, Brandon Hunt, sit 1. Rome, Hendo, Brees, Emmanuel Wilson. Rome.
Yeah, it's in the receiver.
Andrew, full PPR double flex. Need to start 3 of these 4. Alec Pierce, Romeo Dobbs, Zach Charbonnet, Ricky Pearsall. Thanks. Man. I think I would probably sit Ricky Pearsall, but I still don't mind playing Ricky Pearsall. So if you want to go all 3 of the receivers and 6 Zach Charbonnet, you can. I just feel like with the Seahawks project for 26.5 points, that Zach Charbonnet is going to pull a Dave Montgomery and get a touchdown when that happens.
Yeah, I can see it. Sorry, I was checking news. You'd start 3 of these 4. Pierce. Yeah.
It's okay. I answered.
Yeah, both.
Ahmad, big fan of the show. Need to win this week. In my flex, I can play Parker Washington or Xavier Worthy. Well, do you like floors or do you like ceilings?
Yeah, this one's just how do you like to go about your life? You know, and I will say Parker Washington's floor is not all that high anymore.
Yep.
Yeah. I think it just depends on what you're looking for.
All right. Full PPR, Fannin or Loveland. Consider the matchup. I mean, it's Loveland.
Yeah, I'll go Loveland.
The Trig. Non-PPR, pick 1. Genty, Sharp, Singletary, or Gainwell.
Genty.
I think you guys will say Genty, but I don't know about that 6 carry game. They are favored in this game. I just want to throw that out there.
They should win.
But, I mean, Hayden, I could see still 40 rushing yards as a team for them.
Agree.
Against the Browns.
Could be at the goal line. You know, you get that interception down to the 2, Genty touchdown, you know.
I'm going Zach Charbonnet.
Wow. I'm going Genty.
Especially non-PPR.
Yep, still Genty for me.
Okay. Grant Lockwood. Hayden is predicting the Shedeur Sanders goal line interception and a 1-yard plunge for Ashton Genty.
And I'll come back to the channel when that comes to fruition. That'd be sick.
Grant Lockwood, full PPR flex, Tootin, Slayton, or Burden. I mean, this is Tootin.
Yeah.
Lightning. Good morning, half PPR with a 100-yard bonus.
Well, you don't worry about that with these guys. Worthy. I mean, they're projected for 10 more points than Addison. It's the same-ish role. I think Addison's better than Worthy straight up, but it's a 10-point difference in team total.
I'm really hoping on Sunday night in the recap show tonight that we were able to say Luther Burden, 75% routes. That'd be
nice.
very fun.
That'd be nice.
Reese Lawson, Tootin or Bam Knight?
I'm on Bam.
Okay, I'm on Tootin over Bam. Colby, Rome or Michael Wilson?
Michael Wilson.
I didn't hear you. What'd you say?
Big Michael. It's like not even close this week.
I actually think we could see a really nice Rome Odunze game.
Oh,
but we did just see a big Michael Wilson game.
We saw the biggest of Michael Wilson games.
Latterly, 76. Thank you. Lightning back. Full PPR, running back 2, Chase Brown or Emmanuel Wilson. And then flex either over Jalen Warren. I think I would play
Chase
both over Jalen Warren.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Caleb, gents, it's threat level midnight. I'm playing my arch nemesis and man that whomped me in the championship last year. Chris Olave or T. Higgins for the fate of the universe. Thank you for the great content.
T. Higgins, let's go. Yeah.
Okay. JFB, half PPR, quarterback, Flacco or Trevor Lawrence?
Oh, man. I forget what I have in my rankings. They're both in quarterback 2 land.
I'm going Trevor.
Yeah, let's go Trevor.
You can disagree if you want.
No, it should be Trevor.
And then flex, pick one: Parker Washington, Trey Tucker, Cup, or Dortch, or Hail Mary with Slayton or Winston. That can't be Jameis Winston. If that's Slayton with Winston. Got it. I'll do the stack. I'll go Parker Washington there. You kind of had Cooper Kupp listed higher than some of these other names, and we haven't said Cooper Kupp's name yet.
Yeah, they've been eliminated from their leagues. I got Parker Washington. Let's go T-Law, Parker Washington, stack it up, see what happens.
Okay. Jackson, start 1, second flex, Sean Tucker, Emmanuel Wilson, Yoshivas. Well, this is Emmanuel Wilson. Scott Colburn, full PPR, Parker Washington or Emmanuel Wilson? That is Emmanuel Wilson. Start Emmanuel Wilson, everyone. Just do it. Jeremiah, half PPR, Pierce, Watson, Slayton, Rachaad, Sean Tucker. Pick 2 wide receivers, and with Jacobs out, now do I start White along with Tucker or pick up Michael Carter?
Can't be Michael Carter to me. So I think Pierce and Watson, that's solid enough for your 2 receivers, right? And then, yeah, I would kind of do that.
Yeah, I would do that. Now, I don't know why the running back here is a question. I would do Sean Tucker over Rachaad White.
Yeah, I'm on that too.
I hate fantasy. I am desperate and would start any boom bust from waivers. Your team is T-Mac, Pearsall, Wilson, Worthy, Yoshivas. Running backs, Judkins, Warren, Dowdle, tight end Bowers. Would you start any?
No, those guys are all better. I mean, Yoshivas versus Slayton, Yoshivas versus Parker Washington, that's the only debate. Everyone else is, you're not finding somebody on the waivers better than those guys.
Porter Spiegel, full PPR, pick 2, Kamara, Alec Pierce, Zay Flowers.
I'm on Kamara, and I think full PPR, Zay Flowers, I think is pretty damn good. No Rashad Bateman again. They're projected for 29 points, and they're the Jets without Sauce Gardner. Like, there's no excuses for it not to be Zay Flowers week.
Yeah, I think I probably would have read more into the Alec Pierce injury stuff all week. Not Alec Pierce, Alvin Kamara injury stuff all week if they weren't just coming off a bye.
Yeah, I think he's fine.
But the reason I say that is because most of the season he has refused to play more than 50% of snaps until the week prior to the bye.
Yeah, maybe he feels just like a new man with Tyler Shuck back there,
And then pick 1, Pearsall or Tootin in full PPR.
I'll go Tootin.
Latterly, thinking about game script, full PPR, flex play, Tajay Spears or Ramondre. I mean, guys, the Tajay Spears stuff, it's fun to watch his force missed tackles on every Monday. But playing a running back on a team project for 14 points who
He's also
still
like
is going to
not
split 50% of the work.
He's behind Tony Pollard still.
Yeah, I mean, I really like Tajay Spears. It's just like we can't do this until next year. And maybe I'm wrong today, but like compare that to the Patriots, who are projected to score 29 points. They more than double up the points that the Titans are projected for today.
Correct.
Scott Colburn. The answer is Emmanuel Wilson. Xavier Hawk fan. Hey guys, need big points standard league. Judkins or AJ Brown?
Well, you need big points. That's I'll go Judkins.
I'm going Judkins as well. Torque Music. Half PPR pick 1, Egbuka, T. Higgins, K9.
I'll take T. Higgins. I think double-digit targets coming for him.
AJG. 2 questions, full PPR. Start 2. TreVeyon Henderson, Sean Tucker, Ken Walker, Judkins. So TreVeyon.
I'm on Ken Walker, but
I'll go Ken Walker as well.
Yeah, TreVeyon, Ken Walker, big play hunting there.
Then half PPR, start 1 running back, 1 flex, Chase Brown, TreVeyon, and Justin Jefferson. I play the 2 running backs.
Yeah. Yep.
Francisco, full PPR. Burrow May. Well, you got to get Jacobs out of there. Trade for Barkley, give up Jacobs. No, I would not do that.
Yeah, I'd rather have Jacobs straight up.
Also, trade for JJ, give up Rice, JMO. No, I would not do that.
Yep. Keep your team.
Keep your team. MJC Films, morning fellas, full PPR pick 1, DK Pierce Pitts. Oh.
I mean, I'll go Pierce.
I do wonder with the DK Metcalf stuff, since Mason Rudolph is in there, if we actually get legitimate routes and not just the short stuff.
I think there's Arthur Smith is like, we get 3 backup linebackers in there. I got all these tight ends and a backup quarterback. I'm doing like little gadget handoffs, like we'll see how much they have to use Pierce or DK.
Maybe I'm wrong. I will play DK Metcalf still over Alec Pierce.
Yeah. I'm on Pierce
this week.
They're both in like the 20s.
Team 2, Ramondre Stevenson, Jordan Addison, Yoshi Voss, Parker Washington.
If it's full PPR, Parker Washington's interesting. I think I'll just go Ramondre and then hope he just barrels into the end zone. But I mean, it's the Bengals. We're not mentioning it. We just keep saying the Patriots are looking. It's the Bengals. The Bengals defense. No Trey Hendrickson, no Shamar Stewart, no effort. It's over.
The worst tackling group in the second and third levels, and they allow inside runs. And this might be the week the Patriots can actually run up the middle.
They can drop 40 on them if they wanted to.
FM, thank you. S Cax. Morning boys. Pivotal matchup this week. I need to start 4 out of my 5 wide receivers, half PPR. Justin Jefferson, Rashee Rice, Emeka Egbuka, JMO, Devontae Smith. Okay, so sit 1. Are we going to sit Justin Jefferson?
Yeah, I mean, his team's projected for 17 points. That's not true for anybody else.
Okay. I know it's tough, but we got to readjust. Justin Jefferson would probably tell you to sit himself too.
He would.
He's frustrated. Arcane. 14-man full PPR, pick 2 wide receivers. T-Mac, Egbuka, Higgins. He's got CMC, Hendo, and Dowdle as his running backs. I'd probably go Egbuka and T.
Yep, that's where I'm at. Good team.
Very good team. Anton. Love your content. Start DJ Moore or Tez Johnson. Hate your team, Anton.
It's DJ Moore.
It's DJ Moore. Now, if we see today Luther Burden playing ahead of DJ Moore, we'll see.
Enough.
Wes B Music, full PPR. Hendo, Judkins, or Tootin. Please choose 2. This will be Henderson and Judkins.
Correct.
Next.
Zombie, you're absolutely correct with this one. It's just, will he score a touchdown before he leaves with a hammy?
When was the last time he scored a touchdown?
We don't look up these things. We just think about the theory of the play. I can tell you.
When was the last time a quarterback's higher or lower 1.5 interceptions?
I know. Exactly. It's crazy.
Okay. Drew Nice. Thank you. CP17. Yeah, there's something up with the usernames this week. YouTube's doing something. So I apologize, everyone, if you are leaving these under different names. Burden or Gainwell, full PPR?
I'll go Gainwell.
Okay, I'm Burden. Drew Nice, Kareem Hunt, Tootin, Sean Tucker, non-PPR. Well, if it's non-PPR, Kareem Hunt is your answer.
I think he's just your answer, period.
Ryan Ruiz, wide receiver flex, Michael Wilson, Pickens, Bam, Slayton, Ramondre Stevenson. I mean,
I want for Pickens and Wilson would be my answers.
Yeah, only one. Oh, wide receiver and a flex. So, okay, got it.
Yeah.
So not the running back in Bam Knight.
I mean, I say running backs over wide receivers like as a blanket statement, and then we get into the details from there.
FM, full PPR, flex, pick 2, Alec Pierce, David Montgomery, Alvin Kamara.
I'm going to take the running backs on this one.
Okay. If you want to play Alec Pierce, I think I am playing David Montgomery over an Alvin Kamara still, because I think that there's still a chance that Alvin Kamara is in a 50-50 split, even if we didn't see that right before the bye.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Andy the Fork, half PPR flex, JMO, Emmanuel Wilson, or Jalen Warren. Cheers. This is Emmanuel Wilson. Basically, every single one of your Emmanuel Wilson questions is Emmanuel Wilson, just for the record.
Yep.
Jeff J. Start Tyler Shuck or Sam Darnold? Darnold.
Yeah, it's Sam Darnold.
Yeah, I mean, they still are best at throwing. They're still going to throw. And if they get to 17 points, it's probably through a touchdown or two from Sam Darnold.
Yep.
We are microcosms. We are microcosms. Underdog is a must-win and a must-win this week. 16 team. Lots of friends.
Okay.
Pick 2. Worthy, Mooney, or Burden?
Mooney.
Can we go Mooney?
It has to be Mooney. I mean, it truly, I hate to say it has to be Mooney. There's no excuses for Mooney to not leave with some production.
Yep.
I swear he's also good. Not this year, but I swear he's actually good.
Jordan Love is a go today, but he'll be fighting through an AC joint sprain in his left shoulder.
Could it ever just be normal with Jordan Love? Like for just one season, just a normal season? Never.
Some might say it's because he hangs on to the football a lot.
I know, but it's pretty cool when he does it.
And then Worthy's my other answer. But we'll see about Burden tonight when we do the recap show.
Yeah.
X Brown. Is it crazy to bitch Genty for Burden? Yes. As the number one Luther Burden enthusiast, I would still be playing Ashton Genty ahead of Luther Burden. They are, just think about this. The rest of the way, when will the Las Vegas Raiders be projected to win a game? They are today.
I was asking that before the season. You know, like how many times?
3.5 points. They are today. S. Cax. Thank you. Best flex, JMO or Rico? I'd still go Rico.
Rico's ready for over 100 yards in the pick'em lobby. If JMO has 100 yards,
man,
it is.
Well, Rico did have a long reception last week. I was about to say, when's the last time he did that? Yeah, I think Austin Corbett is a massive downgrade at center. And there are a couple like interior pieces that are playing okay for the 49ers, but still, the Panthers are on the road are going to try to establish it quite early.
Yeah.
Shreen Dog, 12-team PPR. Pick my running back 2 in flex. Hendo, Genty, Bam, Mike Wilson, Christian Watson, Alec Pierce, Booty, Burden. Okay, so running back 2, Hendo.
Correct.
Flex, Mike Wilson.
There it is. Yep. I can say that, right?
Okay. Next, Logan Life. Full PPR start 2. K9, Jennings, Wandale, Michael Wilson.
I want Kenneth Walker in there and then Michael Wilson.
Yep. I agree. Next, Jalen Warren or Tootin PPR. Thanks, boys. I'll still go Jalen Warren there.
Yeah.
All right. Bulls on parade. Alvin Kamara or Christian Watson, full PPR?
Alvin Kamara. I mean, Alvin Kamara was out there a lot, and the team's projected for like 21 points. It's not like the same old Saints. The Falcons can't stop anybody on the ground.
Parker Turner getting scrappy this week. Monangai or Bam Knight, half PPR?
I like Bam Knight. Bam Knight, it's him versus Michael Carter. When that's been the case for 2 weeks this season, it was mostly Bam Knight. And no TreVeyon Walker, which is a big deal because TreVeyon's a monster against the run.
Ooh, we got some positive TreVeyon coach speak in the last few minutes. Let me show you this real quick. Patriots coach Mike Vrabel on the running back approach with Ramondre Stevenson returning. TreVeyon Henderson is still going to run the ball. Ramondre, Terrell Jennings, they're going to have a role. That's what this is about. No different than what we're doing at receiver. If one guy is doing really well, then that's what we're going to go to. But we're going to use all those guys and try to get something out of them.
Yeah.
So to me, that reads TreVeyon's going to start.
And then all of them will get touches. I think it's just going to be a committee, and it's a good spot to be in a committee.
Getting scrappy this week, Monangai or Bam Knight? Back to this one.
Yeah.
Probably Bam Knight, I guess.
Yep. I wrote about Bam Knight in the underdognetwork.com. Good nuggets in there.
Okay. Luda Lee, full PPR, Ken Walker, Emmanuel Wilson. This is Emmanuel Wilson. John Johnson, full PPR, Worthy or Booty?
I mean, we're talking about the same role, the same level quarterback play, and the same level of talent and tough matchups. Like, there's like nothing different about these two guys. I guess I would go Xavier Worthy, but because he's not coming, he's injured, but he's not coming off a 2-week absence. But like, it's the same exact play, right?
Yeah, I mean, if Booty was if we knew he was going to play his normal role, I think I would just rather go Kayshon Booty.
Yeah, but we don't. And that last quote, he just said it's going to be like the receivers. We're rotating those guys in too. So I think.
Yep.
I'll go Worthy.
Michael, Alvin Kamara, TreVeyon Henderson, Judkins, Aaron Jones, start 3. I am going to sit Alvin Kamara of that group.
Yeah, I want TreVeyon in there. I mean, the other 3 are so similar. I think I'm sitting Judkins of the 3, but it's all about the same.
All right. Snoopy. Great morning to 2 drugs. Please pick 2 from Christian Watson, Ramondre, Sean Tucker. Also just dropped Otten for Strange, YOLO. I don't mind that last one. I want to do Christian Watson and I want to do Sean Tucker.
That's what I would do.
Oops. Charles, full PPR start 2. Ken Walker, Sean Tucker, Emmanuel Wilson. I am Emmanuel Wilson and Ken Walker.
Yep.
Oops. Bradley, start 3, half PPR. Higgins, JMO, Genty, Pickens. Well, definitely the first 2. And then I'll probably do Genty over Pickens.
Yeah, I probably would go Genty over Pickens.
Nick Jackson. Need a running back and a flex with ETN, Emmanuel Wilson. Okay. I would just go those 2.
Yeah, that one's easy.
Just heard Josh J officially ruled out. Yeah. There you go. Linux, start 2. Pierce, Rome, Emmanuel Wilson, full point PPR.
I got to get Emmanuel Wilson in there, and then I got Pierce slightly ahead of Rome, but same tier.
I think I'm Emmanuel Wilson and Rome here. Fast is it. Facet. Jalen Warner, Aaron Jones, full PPR. I mean, the Steelers are projected for many more points, around 4 or 5 than the Vikings today. But we don't know exactly if Jalen Warren's going to have the same work that he did in those handful of weeks.
Yeah, this one's really close. I got Aaron Jones ranked a couple spots ahead. Pick'em lobby at 75 and 73.5 total yards. Who's more likely to score a touchdown? It's probably Warren. I'm gonna change my rankings. I'm gonna put Jalen.
Okay, I was gonna say Aaron Jones
for more likely to score a touchdown between the 2.
I just think in these rankings, I'll go Aaron Jones.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I'm sticking with it then.
Chief Perp, excuse me. Flex, Emmanuel Wilson. Emmanuel Wilson's your answer over ETN for me. Do you disagree?
Yeah, I got Emmanuel Wilson ahead.
Okay. Also, different league, ETN or Emmanuel Wilson. I'm also Emmanuel Wilson there. Lakers fan, morning guys. Which 4 would you play full PPR? Genty, Brees, Rome, AJ Brown, Alec Pierce, Michael Wilson. Thanks. Okay. Well, Michael Wilson is in. That's the first name I'm going to list here.
We got to get Michael Wilson in there, guys. I mean, you get what, he got catch the ball 15 times last week. Genty's got to be in there.
Whoa, that's the second name you pull out.
No, I'll go Brees. I'm just looking at it. Brees, Genty, Michael Wilson, and then Rome, AJ Brown, Alec Pierce. I guess I'll go AJ Brown.
Okay, I'll go Rome. Bless you.
Thank you.
Jared, pick 2 non-PPR. Zach Charbonnet, Bam Knight, Ricky Pearsall. I think Sharbs is okay. Then it's Sharbs and Bam Knight for us,
yeah,
I guess.
I think that's where I would go.
Troy Bjorkland, full PPR. Do I start Travis Etienne, Jacoby Myers, or Jake Ferguson at my flex? This is Etienne.
Yeah, Etienne for sure.
Steven Stills, sup fellas, need some help with running back 2, flex, pick 2, Genty, Tucker, Etienne, Tootin. Well, Etienne, and then
Genty. No Genty.
Really?
I mean, he doesn't come off the field. They're projected for 20 points. I mean, like,
well, he does when they go 3 and out or throw an interception.
Sure. They're projected for 20 points. I don't know what to say. Like,
okay.
We're getting the goal line touchdown from Genty this week.
Because of a sack fumble on Shador Sanders.
Yes, intercept, some type of turnover, blocked punt, you name it.
Jacob, Superflex, tight end premium, start tight end flex and Superflex. Loveland, Otten, Slayton, Pierce, Mason Rudolph, Jameis Winston. Okay, which of those quarterbacks do you like more?
I'll go J-Mo. Jameis Winston.
You mean Jameis?
Jameis.
Interesting. I'm going to go Mason Rudolph ahead of Jameis Winston.
I think they're just going to run the ball like madmen over there in Pittsburgh. I'll take my Jameis dropbacks and live with them.
Okay. Might get negative points this week, Jameis Winston.
Yeah.
Okay, then you also need a tight end. Probably Otten over Loveland, I guess. I mean,
yeah, it'll be Otten.
And then I'm going to go Alec Pierce.
This Troy guy said that we skipped his question. It was like a couple of questions ago. I feel like we
this one. I think I just said ETN.
You said Travis Etienne.
That was it. Yeah.
Dude, release.
Luis, Tootin or Charbonnet, full PPR.
I think I would just go Tootin. I mean, I think they're pretty damn committed to running the football right now.
Yep.
It's about the same though, you know.
It is very similar. Men.
There you go.
Pearsall, Tootin or Sharb. I mean, once again, it's Tootin or Charbonnet.
Yeah, I think I'll go Tootin.
I think I'll go Tootin as well. Doug, full PPR, 2 running back. And that, by the way, we could also see a 2 touchdown performance from Zach Charbonnet. You know,
they're back to back in the rankings for a reason. You know,
Doug Fenton, 2 running backs in a flex. Chase Brown, K9, Tootin, Christian Watson, Pearsall. So 2 running backs are Chase Brown and K9.
Yeah.
And then the flex, I would consider Bashal Tootin over Christian Watson, but we can go Christian Watson here as well.
I'm just going to go with Tootin.
Okay. So 3 running backs, if that's allowed. If not, I'm playing Christian Watson over Ricky Pearsall.
Mm-hmm.
Adam Pratt, start 2, Olave, Pearsall, T-Mac, Michael Wilson. Let's just go with the last 2 wide receivers.
Yes, that's what I would do.
Would you go Olave over T-Mac?
No, I like T-Mac. I think they're going to have to pass the ball.
Max, full PPR, 1 running back and 1 flex. K9, Tootin, and Alec Pierce.
I'm on Kenneth Walker still.
Would you play Tootin over Alec Pierce? I think I would.
I think I'm on Tootin.
Yeah, I think I'm on the 2 running backs here.
Yeah, I'm on the Tootin.
Okay. Mexia, full PPR, need 3 running backs. Emmanuel Wilson, yes. Sean Tucker, Brees Hall. There you go. Mooney or Booty?
I'm on Mooney. I swear Kirk Cousins is trying to kill Mooney, though. Watch Mooney work over the middle, and just its safeties are just annihilating Darnell Mooney. What could you do? I'm on Mooney, and then I got Juwan Johnson over Otten.
Okay. One sec. I have to set a lineup before we're not allowed to anymore. Okay. I'll go to the next question for you.
Mine and he's up in 2 questions.
Luft Music, Downs, Sharbs, Tootin, Pearsall.
I'll go Tootin once again, but like Tootin, Charbonnet, it's about the same thing.
Okay. Thank you, Justin. Thank you, delusional Vikings fan. Here we go. Justin, Kincaid out, so need a replacement at tight end, half PPR. AJ Barner or Brenton Strange. With AJ Barner, you have a chance of a goal line rushing touchdown. You also have a lot of goal line opportunities here as a possibility. Yeah. I think Brenton Strange ends up with more yards than AJ Barner, but what do you think?
I'm on Brenton Strange. I think he's more of a focal point. AJ Barner, they are projected for a bunch of points. So if you want to go the touchdown game, I totally understand it with Barner. I wouldn't chase like the 10 targets, though, because they're just not going to be in that game environment. So I'm on Brenton Strange. This is a guy that's been losing his mind for 30 minutes. So there you go, Justin. It's crazy.
Evans Boyle. Morning, rest of season. Thank you all for the questions. PPR, start 2. Nico, Bucky, Devontae Adams. Yeah, I think, Evan, we answered this. It's going to be Nico and Devontae for us. The Bucky stuff, I'm not sure he's going to get the 70% work that he got to open the season.
Agree.
There's a lot of smoke going on around him right now, and he's coming off 2 pretty sizable injuries, it sounds like.
Yeah.
Donovan Murphy, start 2 at the flex. Christian Watson, Michael Wilson, or Olave. Michael Wilson, definitely. And then Olave.
Yeah, Christian Watson, he's been running pure, but you don't always run pure.
Coin flip, full PPR, start 2 wide receivers, AJ Brown, Justin Jefferson, or Michael Wilson. Well, Michael Wilson over the first 2.
Obviously have to play Michael Wilson over AJ Brown and Justin Jefferson, obviously.
Yep, you have to play the superior wide receiver talent.
Not the case for Justin Jefferson, but we can have discussions otherwise. I'm mostly joking.
And then are you AJ Brown, who has looked far worse than Justin Jefferson this year in isolation, but he has a good matchup?
I mean, I'm playing AJ Brown against the Cowboys. Like, I just have to. Michael Wilson, AJ Brown. Like, it's just, it is what it is.
All right. Ian, is DK returning kicks this week?
I only have so much time to do research. I have no idea.
I'm in a chopped league, and I'm on the chopping block. He is make or break for my season.
How am I supposed to know this?
Let me go look at...
I can do the same too.
I mean, since it's make or break, we're going to spend a minute on this. All right. 2025 Titans. Their kick returners this year. I am going to assume it's Julius Chestnut because he is back from injury.
I'm going to see who did it last week. I mean,
I'm going to assume it's Julius. DK's done it all season, but I'm going to assume it's Chestnut because he's back from injury.
DK punt return snap. He played 3 of them.
Well, kick return, he's done 42 this season.
Was it kick return or punt returns?
He's saying returning kicks.
Okay.
I think it's going to be Chestnut because he's active this week. I saw that cross my feed that he is back.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I only have so much time. You can go ask. We only have 10 minutes. Let's get to the
So Jim Wyatt on November 16th. Julius Chestnut back to return kickoff for the Titans, not DK. This was last week.
Boom. There you go.
I think, unless I'm wrong, I believe Julius Chestnut is back. Do we have? Yeah. Okay. So I think
Better
it's
than
just
anything I can do. Yes.
There we
You
go.
go, Josh. You got to the bottom of it.
Zahan Wilson, 3 wide receiver, full PPR. I have Kittle and Diggs. Pick 1 flex, Juwan Jennings or Hunter Henry. I would go Juwan.
I'll go Juwan.
Okay. Max Gray, 4.519, full PPR, 6-point passing touchdown. May or Lamar?
Going Lamar, but
I think I'm Drake May.
yeah, most people say Drake May, but I'm going Jets defense without their top guys.
Michael Wilson or David Montgomery?
Full PPR. I'm going Michael Wilson, full PPR.
Okay.
I really like David Montgomery.
Princess L. Hi, guys. Half PPR. Flex Judkins, Monty, or Tootin. I think David Montgomery is the safest of this group.
That's what I would do.
Team total, I would be surprised if he doesn't score a touchdown or this is a 50-50 split in the second half because there are basically 14-point favorites in this game.
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
That is where I am at. Okay. G Money, half PPR, flex spot, Gainwell, Michael Carter, or Shaheed. I'd go Gainwell this group.
Yeah, I think Gainwell's a fun, what the hell are we doing here type of play.
Okay, let's answer some big donations before we get out of here, if we have any more. Here's one from Michael. Superflex spot. Wanted to be Dart, but now I have to choose between Cousins, Judkins, or Worthy. I mean, is it fair to wonder Judkins over Kirk Cousins?
I think it is fair. I would go Kirk Cousins.
Now, you need the Browns game to be close.
I'm going Kirk Cousins. I mean, it's the Saints in a dome. Like, there's just no excuse. You got a mostly healthy offensive line. You've started a million games. You play the Saints. Like, there's no excuses to not, like, do something.
Tootin or Tracy? I will go Tootin here. On top of that. Okay, last one here from Ahmad. Must win this week. Half PPR flex. Parker Washington or Xavier Worthy. Hayden has them next to each other in ranking, so I want to hear his thoughts.
Yeah, so with Jacoby's back and like getting real snaps, Brendan Strange is back. So like Parker Washington's target rates are coming down. It's a good matchup this week. They're projected for a lot of points. Cardinals secondary's banged up right now. Xavier Worthy is still on the injury report. He does not look like he's moving quite the same right now, but he's also been missed on some downfield shots that can go back and forth. So Xavier was going to have to go beat Sauce Gardner and Tre'Davious Ward on the perimeter because he doesn't play in the slot anymore. So it's a tough matchup. So I think like the race to 8 fantasy points, I think goes to Parker Washington. But Xavier Worthy could, catch a long pass, but that happens once every 6 weeks.
Okay, last one from Jeff. Superflex start 2. Shador Sanders, JJ McCarthy, Tyrod Taylor, or Sean Tucker.
I would study fantasy basketball or something. Like, I think
I'll go. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go JJ McCarthy.
I agree. JJ McCarthy for sure.
We have a potential for rushing.
Yes.
And then I'll go Tyrod Taylor.
I'm going Tyrod. Yep, Tyrod and JJ.
There it is. All right, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. Tonight, we'll cover 8 games in the recap show. And then tomorrow, just a heads up, the schedule is going to be all 3 ranking shows before Thanksgiving. So no stats versus film this week, no waivers. It's going to be 3 ranking shows instead. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you later tonight. Have a great